In terms of the judging, how many judges per show are there? And I'm assuming it depends on the number of birds that are being shown, right?
Yeah, we say that a judge can do 80 birds maximum in a day. So, yeah, depending on the show, 80 birds is a judge.
Wow. That's so different from the States. In the States, it's kind of knowledge that each judge is responsible for about 500 birds for the day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but tell us more specifically why it's 80 birds, because the judges take a little more time with each bird, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so usually you don't even have 80 birds. So let's say standard is 60 birds. And that's like an amount of animals. You can really take 3 to 4 minutes for each animal. First thing in the morning when you arrive, you go through the rows, you look at the birds you have. Maybe you put some tickets to the animals you think they could make it, or the best. And then you start from the front and you take out each bird. And you have to make like 3 positive remarks to each bird. You have to explain you wish what has to be better on each bird, and then depending on the amount of wishes and if they are like in shape, feathering, or like breed specific attributes, you have a clear system of how many points you have to deduce in the end.
Okay.
So each animal gets a mark, and it has to correlate with what you wrote on the card. That's actually what takes some time.
When you're judging the birds, you're spending 3 to 4. I think one judge even told me 5 minutes per each bird, but you're actually going through and writing out what the positive attributes are, what the wishes are, which is something we don't do in the States. Like you wish they had like a fuller tail, or you wish that their comb was a little better, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then obviously we also have the defaults, but it all has to be marked on the card.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And explain to us the point system that's on there, because I saw some at the show. Some of the birds had points anywhere from like 90 to 97.
Yeah, right. So 97 is the best you can get. The idea is to have like well, 97 doesn't mean that the bird is perfect, because probably we'll never achieve that. But 97 means that it's it's actually better than exceptionally good, and that's the best the judge can imagine there is around for the breed and color. So an animal being, or like a Rosecomb Bantam, yes.
Yeah.
With like a black Rosecomb Bantam, is obviously better having 97 points than a Milfler Rosecomb Bantam. But the Milfler Rosecomb Bantam has to be spectacular also to get this 97 points. If you have one little detail, one little wish, they will get 96 points. As soon as you want something to be a little bit better in the shape of the bird, or in breed-specific characteristics, so they say, if something could be better in a Rosecomb of a Rosecomb Bantam, you will not make 96 anymore, because then it's like the wish is too important, so it goes down to 95 straight away.
Okay.
So, yeah, so 95 is a really pretty good bird.
Yeah.
That's actually where that's where most breeders stop in their career. That you get that, you're good.
Yeah.
And then we don't really have to count how many remarks we make on the card to deduce more points. But usually I try to. It's like simpler for me and for the breeders also if they lose 1 point for each remark that I think is really important to mention.
Okay.
And then they go down to 93, and if they have like a breed-specific default, or how do you say?
Fault. Yeah.
Like a fault that's really not okay for the breed, they go to 92. two of them, they go to 91. And then there's specific like spurs on a hen, so they will get disqualified.
Okay.
You get a U and 0.
Yeah. Oh, bummer. Have you ever had a bird disqualified?
Yeah. It happens to my blue Hamburgs all the time because the hens just show a little bit of spurs, and the old judges are quite extreme on that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It happened a lot to me.
Wow, that's crazy. So, speaking about European poultry shows, what I noticed that was a lot different than ours is that the entire exhibition hall is closed for exhibitors and the public when the judging is taking place. Can you talk more on that?
The rules are quite strict during judging, that only the judges are allowed in the hall because we don't want breeders or other people interfering with the judgment.
Yeah.
Because most people that show chicken, they take it quite seriously, so there is pride and all attached to their birds.
Yeah.
And the judgment has to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the idea behind that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Here in the States, we call them like cage hangers. So the breeder, while the judge is judging that row of birds, the breeders will like be in like the row right next to them, kind of just like sitting on the cages watching them. So it's almost a little bit of a intimidation factor, right? Because if you have a breeder that's really well known and they're watching you judge the birds, you know that breeder's birds are in that because of the quality that they've had in the past. They they kind of like flex their muscles almost, like, you better place my bird really well, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's also why we have like the standardized water cups that the exposition, like the organization, provides you, so you don't bring your own cups. You're not like some people put saline into the cages of their birds, and that's stuff we really don't like to see. So just make it anonymous, and the judge will judge, and then at the end we will put the cards to the cages and we'll see who won.
That makes sense. Yeah, here we have something similar where you can't decorate your cage and you can't have any partitions that are like opaque or like cardboard or whatever between cages. So the way that we kind of get around the birds' feathers touching the wire sides of the cages, I would put like clear plastic on the insides of the cage. Yeah, that way when the birds, flap their wings or when they back up against the wire, they're not fraying their feathers. It's more for just preservation of the bird itself to do it that way.
It's actually quite a good idea because that's kind of normal that the feathers like are damaged a little bit from showing, so you don't take that into account so much. And in Switzerland, maybe even more than in Germany. You see, in Germany, especially the Bantam breeds, they actually don't fit in the cages. So,
so how are they judged if they don't even fit in the cages?
Yeah, that's actually tricky. So there are several breeds, like the Hamburg Bantams in Germany. They're actually quite big, and they have a 50-centimeter cage, and no chance to judge a rooster because he can't stand in there. So you have to take him out, put him on somewhere to see like his full shape.
Fascinating. So at the show that I was at, you were showing trios. Is that a normal thing in Europe?
No, usually national shows are single birds. But we had some reforms on cage size, and we had some changes in legislation. That's why we decided to make trios this year, because it was easier to comply with the new regulations.
Okay. That makes sense.
Usually national show is 4 animals, either 2 roosters or 2 hens, and 2 hens, or 1 and 3, or 3 and 1. And then it's always like the champion goes to 4 animals instead of a trio.
Interesting.
That's when we have each bird singly caged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with these new regulations for animal welfare, I saw that the cages where the pullets or young females were, they had like little perches in there, like little wooden perches. Is that part of the regulations?
That's also new regulation. Yeah, they have to have perches. And I think that's quite nice, especially in the evening when the lights go out. You notice that the holes are really, really calmer now.
Yeah.
Because before you had birds that trying to perch as soon as the light went out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's actually an improvement. It's a little bit, it's disturbing while you're judging, especially if the perches are too high up. Then you always have the roosters, like the perch is always in the way to see the tail and the shape of the bird.
Yeah.
But you can take them out for judging. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.